The sun over Egypt was not a giver of life, winner. It was a witness to death. Pharaoh's decree had...
Every current carried fear. Every ripple carried grief. Her hands wove papyrus reeds into a fragile basket, sealing every crack with black.
When she placed her 3-month-old son inside the basket and pushed it into the reeds, she did not abandon him. She entrusted him. The basket drifted, small, fragile, defiant, a whisper of hope floating on the vast turquoise body of empire.
Pharaoh's daughter stepped into the Nile, surrounded by servants and gold. The current carried the basket to her feet. When she opened it, a cry pierced the stillness. Raw, human.
Moses grew among marble halls and golden statues, trained in war, language, science, and power.
But his blood remembered something his mind could not forget. From palace balconies, Hebrew looked.
Until one day, the silence inside him broke. A Hebrew slave beaten. A whip raised.
The prince struck the guard. Blood hit sand. Silence followed.
So Moses ran, not as a prince.
The Nile had spared him once. The wilderness would reshape him next. Because survival was only the...
Royalty does not disappear in a single moment. It fades. For Moses, Egypt lingered long after he fled it. The desert of Midian stretched endlessly before him, silent and unforgiving. His hands hardened.
40 years buried his past. One ordinary day near the slopes of Horeb, Moses stepped closer, drawn by the impossible.
Moses.
The command was unbearable in its simplicity. Return to Egypt. Stand before Pharaoh. Confront the power.
Who am I? I am.
Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel. Let my people go. Thus says the Lord. By this you shall know that I am the Lord. The death of the firstborn. Go. The biblical tear.
Why have you brought us here to die in the wilderness? There are no graves in Egypt.
Were there no graves in Egypt? Did you bring us here to die? Were there no graves in Egypt that you brought us to die in the wilderness? We should have stayed!
Do not be afraid.
The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still.
Hear the word of Lord. Let the sea divide.
corridor of chaos. Then Moses lowered the staff. The force holding the waters back vanished. The sea collapsed with the roar of creation undone.
Towers of water crashed inward, swallowing chariots, horses, and men in a single violent breath. Bronze armor vanished beneath white fury.
In moments, it was over. Silence followed, thick and absolute.
The Israelites stood motionless, staring at the shoreline now littered with wreckage, splintered wheels.
Fear drained from their faces, replaced by disbelief. They were alive.
A song burst forth, not rehearsed, not restrained, but raw with release.
The past was gone. Ahead stretched a wilderness that would test them, shape them, and reveal who they truly were.
The mountain trembled beneath gathering storm. Thunder rolled. Fire crowned its peak.
The people backed away in terror as Moses stepped forward alone, climbing into cloud and lightning. Below the mountain, silence bred fear. The people waited, then worried, then panicked. They demanded a God they could see.
Gold was gathered. Fire melted it down. A calf emerged, polished, familiar.
His face shone with reflected glory. His anger ignited.
The tablets left his hands and exploded against stone. Law broken before it was received. Judgment fell.
At the edge of the land, Moses climbed one final mountain. From its height, he saw...
His strength remained, his sight undimmed, his mission complete. He had turned slaves into a nation.
The biblical tear.